Hello everyone, my name is JoseLuisDePiero and I'm going to present Gephi, a tool for designing graphs. What is a graph? It's a representation of a network. The term graph is used normally in math to represent a specific object, but you can analyze a network with the help of a graph. What are important elements in a graph? You need to focus on nodes and edges. The nodes are the elements in the graph, and the edges are the connections that are directed in, represented in the graph. And you can have either oriented networks, like the one on the right. Here, the network is directed. You can see the arrows start in a node and end or point to another node. And if you want to imply that there is a reciprocal direction, then you use two arrows. Or you can have non-directed graphs, where you can only see the connections without the implying any kind of orientation. You can get Gephi from its web page. It's completely free for using. Gephi is a tool for data analysts and scientists keen to explore and understand graphs. The user interacts with the representation, manipulate the structures, the shapes, and the colors to reveal patterns. The goal is to help the data analyst to make hypotheses intuitively, discover patterns, isolate structures, singularities, or faults during data sourcing. There are several features that Gephi offers. You can have a real-time visualization while as you are moving and playing with your graph, you can get to see some specific data highlighted. You can design different layouts in order to discover different patterns, isolated networks, elements that are out of the network or elements that are very concentrated. Other possible uses for Gephi, well, the one I'm talking mostly about is the research on social networks. But you can also do research on citations and citation networks, or you can do research on literature. I will show you with an example in a sec. You first have the edges table. So it's a table where you determine from where to where does the connection go. So it goes from one node to another node. If the table is directed, you need to add a second line, a second row with the other source and target direction for indicating the software that you are working with a directed network table. You then create a nodes table where you input all the nodes. You have your ID, the one you're using for creating the edges table. You have the label. The label is what is going to be shown on the software. And then you can add additional information that then you can use to create some different representations. Let's see a little demonstration of how Gephi works. So this is the environment. It's pretty clear. There's nothing much going on, but we're going to fill it very, very quickly. Here you go to File, Import, and then you first import the nodes. And then when you import the edges, you will be asked whether to create a new working space or to add it to the same working space. We're going to add information to the same working space. And there it is. Here we have our network. So what I imported here is the network of characters present in Faust. It is a theater play written by Goethe. So the first thing I want to know is what are these nodes. So when I click here down, I can show the tags for the nodes. And then I have a more clear understanding of what's going on. So here's Margaret, and this one that has many arrows is, of course, Dr. Faust, the main character of the play. So that's why it has so many connections. Okay, but it's still a little confusing and I cannot do much with this. There are many ways I can tweak this. For instance, I can choose to code it by gender, and then I can apply the colors to see who are men, like all the blue dots are men, and all the green dots are unknown, like Ditiri, an animal, or a woman, Gretchen. I can also show by the weight how strong a relationship is. So here we saw this very big arrow going with Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles is the devil. It's the second most important character there. And there are many other things we can do. Well, I hope you like this tool. I hope you can enjoy its uses. I hope you can enjoy having a good time enjoying this tool. I hope it turns useful for you, and I hope you like this video. I am waiting for your comments.